So you're PCSing to Enid, Oklahoma, or you're moving to Enid, Oklahoma because you got a great job with the school system, the city, the Tyson plant, etc., etc. You're moving to Enid, Oklahoma, and you're thinking, should I buy or should I rent? That's a great question. And in this video, that's exactly what we're going to go over. We're going to compare the median home price monthly payment to what you would get for a rental for that same payment. And then we're also going to talk about some hidden costs that involve living in and moving to Enid, Oklahoma. So if that's what you're interested in, that's what this video is all about. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so right here, folks, is Enid for sales off of a public website and the for rents off of a public website. So what I did was I went over to Enid Housing Market off of the public website, and the current median sales price for a home in Enid, Oklahoma is $133,000. So I took $133,000. I tossed it into this mortgage loan calculator off of Google, and it's telling me based on this criteria, everyone's criteria is going to be different. Based off this criteria, you're going to have around a $1,250 a month monthly payment. So then when I looked at the median sales price homes in Enid, Oklahoma, it showed me this off of the public website. This isn't an advertisement for any of this home, of any of these homes. This is just a comparison video of what you would get for $133,000-ish in Enid, Oklahoma, compared to the monthly rental on the same amount that the home would cost you monthly payment-wise, according to this mortgage calculator. Does that make sense what we're looking at? All right, thumbs up if it does. Thumbs up if it does. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So check this out right here. So that's a nice little 3-bed, 1.5 bath, 1,300 square foot home with a garage right there for around $130,000. Here's another $130,000 home, 3-bed, 2-bath, 3-bed, 1.5 bath for $135,000, $135,000, 3-bed, 1-bath house. These looks like some decent homes, right? Those look like some nice, presentable homes that you can get for $135,000. This is why people love moving to Enid, Oklahoma, guys. It is so freaking affordable. It is so amazing. Look at these houses. That is nice. And then if you're not going to be in Enid for at least 4 years, then you may want to look at renting. And that's where this side of the page over here, look at, for the same amount that you would pay in a monthly mortgage, $1,250, you get a 3-bed, 2-bath house with a 2-car garage. 3-bed, 2-bath house with a 2-car garage. $1,500. Look at that ginormous house. 3-bed, 1.5 bath, giant house. That looks giant, guys. And then for around $1,600, you get a 3-bed, a 4-bed, 2-bath house. That is crazy. So the biggest thing when you're comparing rentals to buying, because you can see here on this video that you get pretty similar homes. So when you're comparing renting to buying, the big question you got to ask yourself is, how long am I going to be there? If you're going to be there for 3 years or less, then you may want to rent. The only thing is renting is 100% interest. That's the biggest thing you got to keep in mind. If you think there's going to be some crazy appreciation going on in the market over the next 3 years, then you'd want to buy. But if you think the market's going to appreciate at a normal rate because interest rates are going to stay high, then you'd want to rent. In that instance, no one's got a crystal ball. No one does magic. It's a sin. It's in the Bible. Don't do magic. But you got to look at how long you're going to be there to really make that decision if you should rent or buy. If you're only going to be there a year, rent. If you're only going to be there 2 years, you probably want to rent. If you're going to be there 3 years, it's a tough decision to make. If you're going to be there 4 years or more, you probably want to buy. So if you're getting ready to live in Enid, Oklahoma, move to Enid, Oklahoma, then you want to reach out to myself. Link in the description below. Book an appointment with me so that the agents that I work with in Enid, Oklahoma can help you with all your real estate needs. Now let's talk about some hidden cost about living in Enid, Oklahoma and moving to Enid, Oklahoma, whether you're a home buyer or a home renter, that people don't talk about, that you need to know and you need to budget for and you need to keep in mind when you're moving to Enid, Oklahoma. You know what? Let's go to the park. Let's go to the park and talk about it. Let's go to the park and talk about it right now.
All right, let's talk about the hidden cost of buying a home in Enid, Oklahoma. So the first thing I want to chat with you about whenever you're moving to Enid, Oklahoma is appliances. A lot of people don't think about the appliances when they're moving and buying a home or renting a home. In Oklahoma, you don't necessarily get a refrigerator and you don't necessarily get a clothes washer and clothes dryer in Enid, Oklahoma, and in Oklahoma in general. So keep that in mind. The cost of a refrigerator, the cost of a clothes washer, the cost of a clothes dryer is another additional cost that you'll have whether you're buying a home or renting a home. Does that make sense? Thumbs up. Thumbs up if that makes sense. Cost number 2, hidden cost number 2 that I want to chat with you guys about is the utility deposits. So electrical may require a deposit, water, trash, and sewer may require a deposit, and if your home has gas, ONG, who I need to call and pay my last house bill on that actually, may require a deposit too. So when you're buying a home in Enid, Oklahoma, or you're renting a home in Enid, Oklahoma, if you're renting and utilities aren't included, keep in mind you may have deposits on those utilities. And of course, if you're buying a home, keep in mind too, you may have deposits on those utilities if you don't have a good credit record. If you have a good credit record, whether you're a renter or a buyer, try to negotiate those deposits down if you can, if you've got a good credit record. But if not, just be aware there could be deposits on your utilities. Thumbs up if that makes sense. Real quick also, guys, you know to get on my schedule down below, book a Zoom call so we go over all your real estate needs in Enid, Oklahoma, in the Enid, Oklahoma metro area. If you're a seller, if you're a buyer or an investor in the Enid, Oklahoma metro area, get on my calendar. Their link is down in the description below. Get on my calendar. I want to book a Zoom call with you to go over exactly what you're looking for. Movers, whether you're moving yourself or you're hiring movers to move you, you want to keep into account the cost of movers. And if you're moving yourself, the cost of the movie truck. The last move that my wife and I just did, I was spending roughly around $500 a day on a U-Haul because we move ourselves. We move ourselves. So I have a lot of things that I don't trust other people with, so we move ourselves. And that U-Haul, with the cost of the U-Haul itself, we moved roughly 70 miles. So the cost of the U-Haul and the cost of the gas and the cost of everything involved was roughly around $500 a day for that U-Haul. And I used that U-Haul for 3 trips. So keep that in mind. If you're hiring movers to move you, keep into mind the cost of the mover. Time off work. Hidden cost of buying a home, hidden cost of renting a home, time off work. Number 4. Now, if you're going to move on the weekend, that's great, but you're still going to have to take time off on Friday to close on the home, to get the U-Haul and everything else, and you probably went and rented the U-Haul on a Thursday. Now, if you're not doing that, if you're doing it all on Friday, you'll probably still need to take time off work on Monday to return the U-Haul. So keep in mind, you're going to need a day off for closing and a day off to return the U-Haul potentially. So you're going to lose probably 2 days off work if you're moving on the weekend to get that done. So don't forget the hidden cost of taking time off work whenever you're buying a home or renting a home in Enid, Oklahoma. All right, guys, the other hidden cost that people don't talk about is maintenance costs. Now, if you're a homeowner, it's just the actual dollar cost of the maintenance item that needs fixed. What I mean by that is like if you're fixing a hot water tank. If you've got a hot water tank that you need fixed, well, that's probably going to cost you $1,200 if you hire it out. If you do it yourself, it'll probably cost you around the cost of the water heater and the tools to fix it. So maybe like $800. So you could save $400 probably by doing it yourself. If you're a renter, the hidden cost of getting maintenance done, because if you're a renter, you're like, Josh, I don't have cost, I'm a renter, I don't pay for anything. Well, that's not true. You pay in time. You have to wait until the landlord actually fixes that hot water tank. If your hot water tank goes out on Friday, there probably won't be a plumber over there until Monday or Tuesday, because the landlord doesn't want to pay weekend rates. So you do have hidden cost of time, hidden cost of relying on someone else to get it fixed, whereas a homeowner, they're able to just pay to get it fixed right away, regardless of when it happens. So those are 5 hidden costs that you want to think about when you're buying a home or renting a home in Enid, Oklahoma. Guys, like I said before, get on my calendar down below. I want to do a Zoom call with you. I want to look at Enid with you. I want to talk with you about what you're looking for, and I want to get you connected with my lender and my team in Enid, Oklahoma to help you with all your real estate needs. Josh Barnett, eXp Realty. This video that's popping up right there, YouTube thinks that that's a good video that you might want to watch. So click on it if you got another 10 minutes. If you just want to book your call, links down in the description below. Book your call, and I can't wait to chat with you. See you guys on the next video.